Hello and welcome to another edition of Ask Cheeky. I'm Isaiah Henkel, a Cheeky Scientist, and today's question comes from Subhashri Nayak, and she asks, I had a phone screen this week and the employer asked me about if I had looked at their company culture and if it would be a good fit with me. I didn't really know what to say, most of all because I didn't look up the company culture. Is this bad? Should I follow up with her? What do I need to know about company culture and why would she ask me about it? So company culture is very, very important. It's one of the most searched terms on Google in the last few years. So if you don't know about company culture, make sure you're looking it up and make sure you look up the company's culture for any interviews you're going to, right? Whoever the company is, look up their culture, see what their mission statement is, see what their values are. These kind of things all have to do with culture. In particular, company culture has to do with their purpose, right? And it's important for them to communicate their purpose so they're attracting the right employees and they're getting employees that are behind their overall purpose, right? Their purpose, which is also referred to as their corporate strategy, for example, is critical. So you want to make sure that you're obviously going to work for a company whose corporate strategy or whose strategy in general, whose purpose in general you support. Also, it's really important for employee engagement. As mentioned, they want to bring on the right employees who are going to be engaged in what they're doing every day, engaged not only in the purpose, but also the processes and how they do business, right? Culture has to do with how the company runs as well. So not just their goals or where they're headed, but also how the company operates, what their values are, how they make decisions, even down to the software programs that they use. Do they communicate by email or by instant messenger between offices? That has to do with culture as well. And then finally, in terms of attracting the right employees and maintaining talent, culture is important too. So for employee referrals, as you know, if you're in your job search right now, getting referrals is very, very important. And one of the best places to get referrals is from other employees already working at a company. So this is part of the company culture as well. And overall, this is why companies care so much about culture. Now, one final tip, the best way to show that you know about company culture and how important it is, that you care about the company's culture when you're on an interview, is to ask questions about it. Specifically, you could ask a question like, what is something that a previous job candidate did after getting hired to make themselves fit in with the company culture very well? Now, that is a great question to ask on any interview. So use that on your next interview and make sure, of course, before the interview, you look up what the company culture is. And until next time, remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.